Hi chums, if you look at where the potatoes are in relation to my hat, it'll give you some idea of how tall they are. Isn't that fantastic? So, what do you call it? Somebody said in one of my last videos that they had never seen the sun shining in Derrymacash, and they were saying that they were amazed at how well the garden did, considering it never did shine. Well, it does seem like that sometimes, but it's shining today, and it's shining well. It's about 30 degrees today. What's that? It's in the up 80s, and we are all dying, you know. As Rick Van Man said the other day in his video, we love complaining about the weather, and if it's too cold we moan, if it's too hot we moan, and it's too hot, and it's too hot today. But just a wee quick race around the garden. This is my second time doing this video, and what do you call it? I'm a wee bit down today actually compared to what it was yesterday. I'll tell you why in a minute. Those are leeks, which are doing very well. My corn is really good. I'm just going to drop the camera down here. They're about 2 feet high at the moment, and nice thick stems coming on them. They're doing well. And look, those are my spring onions, or scallions, and those are the ones I sowed in pots and just left to germinate, and then put them into as wee clumps there. And the idea is that when you want some scallions, you just come out and take a clump up, and it seems to work far better than the way I was doing it in rows and stuff. These are the cobra beans outside, and as you can see, I love them. I said before many times, I love the flowers on a bean. But Sean and Rick did a collaboration, and they were talking about this business here, about how the beans wind themselves around the stems anti-clockwise here. And I think it's the northern hemisphere, the beans all do that, because if we look at these beans, those are cobra beans, they're a French bean. And then we go over here and we look at these beans here. These are Scots beans, and those are blue lake pole beans, and you can see anti-clockwise again. So they threw up the question, what happens in the southern hemisphere? Do the beans do they grow clockwise in the southern hemisphere? And I think they might have something there. It's like the sort of Coriolis effect on beans. I think it's got, maybe, I'm guessing it's got something to do with their aspect to the sun, and it will make them grow clockwise. So if any Australians like Rob or John are watching this, could you either nip out and look at your beans if you have any, please, or if you can remember or just know, tell us, do they grow clockwise in the southern hemisphere, please? We'd appreciate that, because it's bugging us up here, you know. Deal okra. I don't think my okra could get much more pathetic than that. What do you reckon? But beside it, we've got daikon radishes, which we put in just a week ago. They're coming up great then. We've got some beetroot here. The strawberries are just going to be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, look. And it's like that the whole way around them. We'll go over here. You can see here, just this everywhere. There's strawberries everywhere. Another bumper crop that's here, look. More of them here. And in here. The whole thing's out. Now, the CDs are to keep the birds off, and my idea there was that if one CD is good, then 10's even better. So it's like a disco down here. But Rosemary, my wife, saw spotted blackbirds in here the other day, so they were checking the strawberries for sure. As I say, from over here from the potatoes are about 5 feet high, and we take away a foot for the bottom there because I've got them in the raised bed, so 4 feet. We're doing really well. Great spuds this year. I think everybody's getting good spuds this year. The broad beans are good on both sides. I'm going to show you. Oh yes, this is a goji berry. No, it's not a goji berry. It's a kiwi fruit, and it's called Isai. It's a Russian one, which is good to minus 30. So that should be okay. Those are the what do you call it? The potatoes in the suitcase, which weren't harvested last year, so this is the second generation. Garlic. Now there's going to be a bit of an argument here, because a couple of people have stated recently that you don't get scapes on soft necks garlic, but I get scapes on my soft neck garlic, because look, what's that there? You know. And I've had the one. I'll wait till the pigtail comes up and show you those. And that one there is that's Albigensian white there, and this one here is Provence. I did this video twice because the last time I did it, I had the lens, the telephoto or zoom thing going, and every time I moved it was like looking out the side window of a car. It was so bad. But I was in better form yesterday doing this, because I was getting the garden. Look at the garden, isn't it nice? Got the grass cut and everything from my sister coming out here to stay for a couple of days. And she broke her leg last night in the house. She fell in the kitchen at about 5 o'clock this morning. And I got a phone call at 6 from her husband in England. He's over there at the moment. And he says to me, Brendan, Siobhan has broken her leg. I said, what? And when you're woken up and told that, you think, this is a dream. And I said, Pat, what's going on? He said, she's lying in the kitchen, she's broken her leg. She had phoned Pat in England to tell him that she had broken her leg. Didn't think of shouting for me or my wife, you know. So she's in hospital now. She snapped the tibia and the fibia and is going to need surgery to get that put back together. And oh, it's really sort of knocked us for 6, you know. She's tripped over her dressing gown cord, you know, the little belt you put round you. She tripped over that belt. These are courgettes coming now. We're going to be sick looking at these. I'm all excited. I'm having them for my tea tonight, but I'll be sick of them in a few days time. There's a lovely one down there. There's it there. This one here is definitely for dinner tonight. Look at that one. Isn't that lovely? I've never had that colour before. Well, yellow. I've never had that before. So, as I say, my sister's in hospital, and it's kind of put a damper on the whole thing, you know. She'll be okay, but you know, it's just when something like that happens in your own house, and you somehow feel responsible even though you're not, you know. So as I say, that's where we are. And another thing too, I mentioned earlier on about the Transatlantic Challenge. Well, I've got another video coming up now, so I'll talk about that when I get into the greenhouse, because I'm not getting comments the way I should be getting them. My mail is Google Mail, and it links straight into YouTube, so it should be seamless, you know. But I'm not getting the notifications. So if you're waiting for replies, folks, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go through the last few videos and see how many comments there are that haven't been answered. So I'll get round them when I can, because I do answer every comment. So there you are, folks. That's where we are at the moment. I'll continue this in the greenhouse. That's 7 minutes. That's long enough. Okay, all the best now. Bye bye.